Hello everyone. So we have a very special guest today. How was it like behind closed doors? She has a lot of other things to reveal today. You know her as a face behind Renix Properties, but in actual reality, she has a lot of other things to reveal today. So I'm going to ask her who she really is. Hiba, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Nabil. Thank you for inviting me. And first of all, I think I love the question who really is even Hiba? I would say Hiba is someone जिसको problem solving पसंद है. Hiba is someone जिसको challenge लेना पसंद है. And Hiba is someone, who would like to try out new things at the same time, whether that's entrepreneurship, that was a corporate career, that was moving from one country to another, everything.
So can I ask you, how did you end up co-founding Renix Properties? What did you do in your past life?
So my life basically started like any other person's life in Pakistan, but there were some challenges which I took on the way. So first of all, I did chemical engineering, and that was something which was not very common at the time. बहुत सारे लोग नहीं करते थे. It was considered to be कि males कर सकते हैं, but females were not very much encouraged. So because of my degree, I joined Engro Fertilizers. I then kept on moving to different companies like Unilever, British American Tobacco, Pepsi Cola International, and now, of course, Renix Properties and Renovation. Second part of your question, how did I end up with Renix Properties? That's not a coincidence. I always wanted something of my own. चाहे वो कोई भी business हो, I had that knack of, having something of my own setup, where I could give that level of service or that product to someone जो कि आज से पहले कोई ना देता हो या उस क्वालिटी की सर्विस ना अवेलेबल हो मार्केट में.
Yeah. So if I look at your career of 15 years in big multinational companies and having myself worked in such big company, I know how challenging it is for females to come and make their mark. So how was it like behind closed doors?
So for me, if you honestly ask me, it was intense, it was exhausting, fulfilling, super rewarding as well. I mean, I simply cannot complain. The kind of opportunities I got, the kind of exposure I had when I was in my corporate career, it was amazing. So usually hota ye hai कि females don't end up in these kind of roles because they are hesitant. They think they cannot do it. They think they cannot compete with men. But at the same time, you have to take that leap of faith. And for me, it was one challenge after another regarding the career I had. सबसे पहले, as I told you, I did chemical engineering. Mostly it was for males, not for females. And then in Engro Fertilizer, there weren't so many women. So
Was it
जब
a
मैंने
remote location or was it in a big city?
that was a remote location. So that was in Sindh, jahan pe usually, people are not very, they don't even like sending their daughters to that place. So, but, we kind of took that challenge. Me and my parents, we had a very candid discussion. And I just told them that let me go there once. And if it doesn't suit me, if you think that's not a good option for me, we can come back. But when we went there, when we looked at the whole setup और वहाँ पे वो किस तरह manage कर रहे हैं, the kind of head start I got from Engro Fertilizer and that kind of setup working directly at ammonia urea fertilizer plant, जहाँ पे मेरे अलावा मेरे से पहले there was only one female.
That's a dangerous place, ammonia plant.
Yeah, it is. It is. And जब भी मैं इस बारे में बात करती हूँ, I do tell people, but these are the kind of challenges जो आपको आगे लेके जाते हैं. After that, my next job was in Unilever. That was again at a plant. I worked in British American Tobacco, which was again in Jhelum, remote location. और उसके बाद फिर I worked in Singapore. I worked in certain roles which had part of Middle East in it. So at one point in time, I was heading 18 factories also when I was in Pepsi Cola International. And most of those factories were also in the remote location. So, but in all of this time, most of it, either I was the only female in that department of that organization, or I was the only female who was heading that role for the first time. For example, in Pepsi Cola, I was a supply chain director heading 18 plants, and I was also the sustainability head. But I was the first female supply chain director they had.
Wow.
So I paved my way through all of these challenges, and then it was amazing. And I got rewarded at the same time in a similar manner.
Especially when you coming from Pakistan, is what was the biggest challenge for you and your family starting a career?
So basically, when I started, as you know, जितनी भी factories हैं, जितनी भी chemical engineering related jobs हैं, वो सारी out of city होती हैं, remote locations पे होती हैं. They are at certain locations जहाँ पे safety security is not that good. So that was the first challenge to actually make your parents understand कि आपने वहाँ पे जाके अपना career शुरू करना है. So how is it going to be?
Was it easy for your parents to let go of their princess?
So if I have to give an honest answer, no. But you have to make them understand. You have to communicate with your parents. You have to actually tell them, "Ki, give me one chance. Let's go together. Let's just look at how all of this, comes out to be for you." That was the first thing. And second challenge, and I think which is the biggest challenge, is that working in a male-dominated setup or a workspace. So उस workspace में क्या होता है कि आप चले तो जाते हो, but at the same time, what happens is you have to prove yourself and you have to keep proving yourself. Sometimes you're doing even double or triple the work जो कि आपका कोई male counterpart आपके साथ कर रहा होगा, just to prove that you are as good as him.
So your motto is never give up, fight.
Exactly. Never give up, fight. The opportunities will come. You will get lucky at one point in time, but getting lucky is not like you leave everything and you just rely on your luck. It's about being ready. It's about having that readiness that whenever the next opportunity will come, it comes to you.
Great. After having worked almost a decade and a half in the corporate sector, in the plants, remote areas, what was the moment of pride that you can describe right now?
सबसे पहला moment of pride, not for me, but it was for my parents, telling people about me, what their daughter is doing, and she's the first chemical engineer of their family. So that I felt proudest. The kind of, head start जो कि उन्होंने भी मुझे दिया, the kind of way they pay for me. Number one. Number two, I think the second proudest moment for me would be the people whom I developed throughout that 15-year journey. And they become best of all, best of the whole lot. You feel super proud.
Yes, I would like to mention one thing. I think we often overlook our parents' role, especially when it comes to their daughters, when they have to take on such challenges and careers. I think they are equally your partners in this journey. They must have encouraged you. They must have been, taken the leap of faith to let their daughter go. Do you think you feel proud of your parents?
Definitely. I think जो help उन्होंने मेरी की है या kind of mindset they had, which was very open, which was very communication oriented. I think वो सब ना हो तो I might not be here.
Having a very illustrious career, 15 years, doing very well in the corporate sector, what was your hardest decision that you've taken so far in your career?
I think the hardest decision, if we talk about that, was actually leaving my corporate career and stepping into entrepreneurship or starting something of my own, which I have now, which is Renex Properties and Renovation. So I love my venture, and you know how much I love it. Who else would know more than that? And at the same time, I think वहाँ से निकलना, because corporate life is a very different life as compared to entrepreneurship. आप जहाँ पे अपना काम कर रहे होते हो वहाँ पे आप एक स्ट्रक्चर में होते हो, यू आर वेरी मच पैम्पर्ड, यू आर इन योर ओन वर्ल्ड. इट्स अ वेरी डिफरेंट इकोसिस्टम. देयर आर डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ पीपल यू आर डीलिंग विद. एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में बिल्कुल डिफरेंट तरह के लोग होते हैं जिनसे आपको डील करना पड़ता है. यू आर आउट ऑफ दैट बबल एंड सो मेनी अदर थिंग्स. सो आई थिंक उस एक डिसिप्लिन स्ट्रक्चर लाइफ को छोड़ के कुछ अपना स्टार्ट करना और एक्सपेरिमेंट करना विद डिफरेंट डिफरेंट थिंग्स, आई थिंक दैट्स व्हाट आई लव, एंड दैट वाज प्रीटी मच हार्ड फॉर मी.
So you've mentioned Renex Properties and Dubai. After having worked in the corporate side, being an engineer and doing supply chain and operations, it's a big pivot to come to Dubai and open up a real estate company. What is that all about?
So, if I'm being honest, Dubai chose us a little, and why real estate? I'll share this with you. But before we go and deep dive into Renex Properties and Renovations, actually, what I thought was that I always had a knack of a business or a business mindset. I was trying few little things while I was in my corporate career as well as a side hustle, and they turned out really, really well. So from that perspective, that angle, and a lot of people, by the way, told me also that, yes, I'm really good at having workaround things because working in corporate also for 15 years, you understand complex situations, you understand how to behave in uncertainty, you understand how to take decisions fast, you learn a lot, you know how to amp up your learning curve. So all of these learnings, all of this skill set, I knew I could use it when I start my own business. So just like that, and the thought came to me, and then we thought, why not? And why not now? इसके अलावा और कब अच्छा बेहतर टाइम होगा अपना काम कोई स्टार्ट करने का एंड इट्स ऑलवेज गुड.
I think your husband played a big part in it because he saw the flair in you, isn't it?
I think so. Exactly. So let me come to that point. So this is for everyone who's listening to this podcast. So my husband, he whatever I've learned today, whatever I've implemented in my business, and a lot of other things. By the way, the credit goes to him, and you're meeting him right now.
I'm humbled.
And
Thank you very much.
he has contributed a lot to whatever I am.
Well, as Al Pacino said, I'm a scary judge of talent.
So the second part of your question was why real estate? I think it's the most asked question I get, especially after 15 years of my career in manufacturing industry. But how I look at it is that coming from supply chain operations, I understand assets, I understand complex situations, I understand value chain, I understand infrastructure. And this is real estate is also all about similar things. Real estate is also all about similar kind of analysis, understanding what option is good, what is not good, understanding the need of the other person. So looking at this whole phenomena again, which was happening in Dubai also, Dubai is a growth hub. We all know that. Dubai is a place which gives opportunities to people. And the growth which people get over here, kind of financial appreciation, that's just not a hype. That is something which is very, very real. And people are experiencing this. When it comes to me, it's been almost 2 years since I am into this particular business, and I have experienced exactly similar kind of returns when it comes to knowledge, when it comes to growth, when it comes to financial matters, everything.
So let me ask you, what was the one underlying reason you chose real estate, number one, and how has been the journey so far?
So Renex Real Estate and Renovation is like a baby to me and to us, of course. There is only one reason which comes to my mind, and that is कि रियल स्टेट में बहुत सारे लोग हैं, दुबई में बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो रियल स्टेट कर रहे हैं. इनफैक्ट देर आर पीपल हु आर सिटिंग इन अदर कंट्रीज एंड डूइंग दुबई रियल स्टेट एज वेल. दैट्स हाउ फेमस दुबई रियल स्टेट इज. बट द रीज़न फॉर अस टू बी हेयर इज, सबसे पहले आपको इस तरह के सर्विस लेवल नहीं मिलते. सबसे पहले आपको एजुकेटेड लोग बहुत कम हैं ऐसे जो आपको रियल स्टेट के सेक्टर में मिलते हैं. यू डोंट गेट दैट लेवल ऑफ एनालिसिस इन रियल स्टेट जिसको लेके आपको एक डिसीजन लेना है. देर आर थाउजेंड्स ऑफ डेवलपर्स, देर आर 100,000 ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स इन दुबई और यूएई एज अ होल. बट आपकी नीड को क्या सूट करता है, आपको क्या परफेक्ट सोल्यूशन चाहिए. आर यू एन एंड यूजर, आर यू एन इन्वेस्टर, व्हाट डू यू वांट, व्हाट सूट्स यू, व्हाट सूट्स योर फैमिली, आपका पर्पस क्या है, उस सबको देखते हुए यू वांट दैट वन परफेक्ट थिंग फॉर यू. Because of which we started Renex, and I was very particular about कि हम वो service levels लेके आएंगे इस company के अंदर, which is not very common outside. And the second part of this real estate journey, this entrepreneurship journey, I think it cannot be more rewarding than this. I think God has been very, very kind to me, especially we have interacted with some of the great people, some of the nicest people we have met across this whole journey. I love my freedom. I love the time. I love how I utilize my day for all of this. I don't miss my corporate career for even a single day. But yes, of course, the kind of trust people put in me, the kind of reliability they have on me when they are putting their hard-earned money, I think that's amazing. But all of this comes with its own challenges as well at the same time, because you have to be self disciplined. You don't have your manager on top. You are like your own boss. So, your learning curve, you have to take care of that at the same time. And you have to keep up your pace. Dubai real estate and renovation space is super dynamic. There are changes happening every other day. You miss a day and you miss a homework of 10 or 20 days. So you have to keep up with it. That's the biggest challenge I believe we have right now.
So if I'm looking for a real estate in Dubai, why would I approach Renex Properties and what services can you offer?
So regarding the services, we are providing buy and sell when it comes to both primary property and secondary property, जिसको off-plan property कहा जाता है दुबई में, and secondary property is the one which is already sold in the market. So हम उसकी buy and sell services provide करते हैं. We do rental management as well. On top of it, if you're looking for visas like investor visa, golden visas, which is very common in Dubai and a lot of people are buying property for that, हम उस वीज़ा में भी आपको हेल्प करते हैं. Thirdly, I believe renovation. So अगर आपको प्रॉपर्टी हैंड ओवर हो गई है, you want to furnish it, we have upgrade and renovation. So yeah, multiple services, and it's kind of an end-to-end business for someone who wants to explore Dubai as an end user, as an investment, as their staycation home, anything. Once you connect with us, you will start exploring all our services, and they're all interconnected.
So, enough of serious talk. Let's have a firefight session, as we call it. So, in this session, I'll ask you a few questions and you have to give a very quick answer. So, when Hiba is not working, what is she doing?
Always multitasking, always thinking what next steps am I going to take, and of course, about the food.
One interesting thing people don't know about you.
And I'm someone who hates cooking, but now surprisingly, I have started cooking little bit, and it turned out that I am one of the best cook in my family. And I've also started making cooking videos, so do check out.
So, who is more competitive between us, you or I?
Me, of course, and the fact that you're smiling, I think you agree with this.
Well, you have to agree with your wife, anyways.
Yeah.
So, what's your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve is that my husband has an OCD and he's taking it everywhere in the house, and people who know him knows this better.
Yeah, they do. Dubai or Pakistan?
Dubai. I love Pakistan, but Dubai for now.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Early bird or night owl?
Night owl for sure. Night owl for sure. So everyone who doesn't know, my husband is an early bird and I am a night owl. We are keeping up with this.
One word that describes you
Resilient.
and one thing you cannot live without.
I think purpose.
I thought it's food.
Both.
So, if you had a chance to speak to a younger version of Hiba, what would be the one advice you would give her?
So my only advice to my younger self would be stop worrying and thinking so much. Things will work out eventually and they will work out better than I would have imagined.
Great advice. So, when people hear this podcast, what would be the one thing that you would like them to remember about Hiba?
I think one thing which I would like everyone to remember about me is that it's all about showing up consistently. It's all about trying. It's all about asking help when you need.
And that is exactly why I wanted people to see and hear the real Hiba. I really thank you so much for being on this podcast and giving a bit of insights in your life. And I wish you all the best. And I wish your husband all the best as well.
Thank you for having me and loved having the chat with you as always. It's not easy to have a podcast with your husband every other day.
Well, we are used to listening to our wives. So in this podcast, I've tried to speak as little as possible. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you.